once you can add a specific message to that participant, and then you'll select submit, and that will send that to them to give their participation and their feedback on the review. So this is a very important step, is that while the employee is working on their self-evaluation, you may begin working on your evaluation process at the same time. A lot of our managers have several employees, and it might be overwhelming trying to get that done in the 1 week period where they've submitted their self-review and you have now to complete theirs for that second level approval. You can begin doing all the reviews, put in all your notes, all your rankings at the same time as they're doing their self-review, and just mark it as saved. If you do not submit it, it'll allow you to then, once they submit, review against theirs, make adjustments as needed, and then submit. In order to open that, as you're in Oracle and you're going through this side by side with me, you'll see that employee questionnaire. That will be the first phase. You'll be able to click evaluate. That will open that up for you to review and make notes as needed. And again, always save and close. You don't want to submit until you're completely finished and ready for it to go to that next level of approval. So you'll complete the performance reviews. It's 3 steps. So the annual questionnaire, the competency stage, and then goals. If they did have goals. If they don't have goals, you'll skip that section for this year and it will just be competencies. And it will show that 100% or 50% of the evaluation weight, depending on whether they have goals in the system. So to review the competencies, you'll click the evaluate button again, and you'll review all the competencies one by one, and it's a 5-star rating. So it's 1 being least efficient and 5 being extraordinary. So once you complete the performance review evaluation, you'll assign those participants. Again, just checking for understanding here to make sure that you are aware of all of the steps involved. You'll review the employee self-evaluation, review all participant comments, complete performance evaluation by answering all the employee's competencies. During that phase, you want to give facts, give examples, use notes, emails, any previous documentation that you have to back up your claim that they're either, meeting expectations, exceeding expectations, or falling behind. You want those general facts and details to give there. And again, so just at this time, I just want to see if anybody's had we've had time now to go into Oracle and pull up the My Teams. Is anybody having any issues seeing their team there? No? Okay. So good, we'll continue going. So once it gets to that second level, they'll be able to review your comments, send it back to you if there's additional comments needed, and then they'll be able to approve the performance review. Once it's approved, now it's the important time for you to schedule that meeting with your employee, meet with them to deliver the review, and then confirm that that was held. That will send it back to them for their final comments, for them to mark off that the meeting was held, and really complete that process, which is due by the end of the year. So my favorite part is tips for how to be successful. Number 1 is be prepared with all employee data and examples before you begin. This is a great time towards the end of the year. And I try to have managers remember that throughout the year to have folders. Hey, accounting gave my employee a great kudos, like in the team meeting. I'm going to put that in their folder because you might remember it then, but it happened in February. So it's hard to remember everything at the end of the year with all that we have going on. So make little folders for your employees and then use that data and that documentation when completing these. Make time and be thoughtful about the performance review for each employee. Hearing our feedback, good or bad, is so imperative for a manager. And it's one of the biggest steps that gets missed as the manager levels. They're afraid to hurt feelings, or they're going to give everybody 5 stars, which is not what you want. You want your expectations to align with the company. So align those expectations with your employees. That exceeds expectations is going to be very rare. They should be meeting expectations. And if not, then they need to know why and what they can do better. That is our job as a manager, to counsel them and direct them for how they can have a better performance in the future and how they can continue that high level performance if needed. Again, you want to reflect on the past but focus on the future. So this is looking over the past year and their performance, but you want to align our future goals and future department and organizational goals with the future and what is expected of their position. And it's also a time to listen to what they want their future to look like. The questionnaire has great questions about what they see their 1 year, their 3 year, and their 5 year goals as, and whether that fits with this organization and what we can do as a manager to help guide them and meet those goals. And then it's always a great time to just be respectful and listen to our employees' concerns. So allow them to give us feedback as necessary, discuss their wins, their trials and tribulations over the year, and discuss what their upcoming goals are on a personal and professional level, whether within this organization or outside. So again, my biggest suggestion is just plan. And with this all being tied at the end of the year, it's really up to our managers not to blow this off, and remember how important this is to our employees and our organization goals for the future. But it is a tough deadline with PTO and year-end goals, and so please review this now and start planning how you're going to meet those objectives and timelines in a timely manner. And that's an important part of our goal and our role as a manager as well, to keep our employees on deadline and to make sure that they understand the importance of this review process. So again, once you're in the Oracle system, I know you guys all had it pulled up now, but if you have any issues, technical issues, contact myself directly. My information is going to be at the end of the training module that's sent out. And then also, if you have any questions about how to document or how to complete your review, you might have been having some issues with an employee, how to document that properly, I'm happy to talk through that with you and help get the best objectives and results out there for you. Thank you for your time. I hope you thoroughly review the training, and if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you.